What's going on, guys? Bowman's back in the shop talking about some Bilsteins. So you got a Bronco like me, you've been looking at 6100, 6112s, and I know you've been wondering which one's the right one for you. The biggest thing you'll notice between the two is 6100s don't come with springs, 6112s do. And that'll be a big factor for fitment. If you have a base model or any other model that uses the Haas 1.0 black Hitachi shocks, you won't be able to use the 6100s without the springs. But if you have a Badlands or a Sasquatch model that does have the yellow Haas 2.0 Bilstein in-stock control valve shocks and you've been bouncing around with them a couple months, those will be a good place to start for you. On Badlands models, we'll start, is because that's the lowest thing that will fit on these. You're looking at 1/2 inch to 2 inches of lift on the front of 2 doors, and 1 inch to 2.6 inches of lift on the front of 4 doors. On the Sasquatch models, it's about 1/4 of an inch, 0.2 of an inch to 1.7 inches on a 2-door and 0.7 to 2.3 on a 4-door. In the back, ride heights stay the same on 2 and 4-door. Badlands models are 0.3 to 1.4, and Sasquatch models are stock to 1.1. This is all with your stock spring, so it's a great inexpensive upgrade to get you into a big 2.5 inch body, much more comfort, much more support than the stock ESCVs, and something that's built to an OE quality. It'll last you a long time, so really can't go wrong. If you wanted more lift height, or you had a Bronco with the other suspension options, namely the Haas 1.0 suspension, you're looking for the 6112s. They come with their own springs, and the next benefit of that is we're actually going to be able to have these assembled for you in the coming weeks, so no spring compressor, none of that dangerous malarkey. You can just bolt those right in as they are, go get an alignment, and you're good to go. Talking about lift heights, they are considerably taller with these Bilstein springs included. So starting on base model stuff, if it's a 2-door, front's gonna be only have 1 setting, lowest setting is gonna be 3.6 inches of lift. On a 4-door, they're adjustable from 1.9 to 3.4. For the back, 2-door on a base, you know, with the stock Hitachis like we're talking about, you're looking at 2 to 2.8 inches of lift of an adjustment range and 1.8 to 2.8. Now, if you have a Badlands, we'll go to the next step up. You're looking at 1.4 to 3 inches in the front and 1.2 to 2.3 in the rear. In the Sasquatch models, you're looking at 0.8 to 2.5 in the front and 0.3 to 1.4 in the rear. As you notice, there are a lot of settings here, so look to us to give you an idea of what's the best option for you. For the majority of people, you should probably be pairing these with an aftermarket upper control arm, particularly if you have one of the lower models. If you have a 2-door, there's no way you're gonna get it aligned with 3.6 inches of lift. And with a 4-door, I would say anything, a 4-door base model, anything over, you know, the 2.6 inch mark, and you're really gonna be pushing it, probably should get an arm. On Sasquatch models, probably call it 1.5 inches of lift, and you should probably get one. But in this case, these will not contact your stock upper control arm, will not cause a bind issue. It's really gonna come down to you getting it aligned. Once again, if you want 6100s, you need the yellow Bilsteins from stock. But if you don't have that, or you just want a complete assembly so you can bolt it on, go with the 6112s. They're a heck of a value for a 2.5 inch body or 2.6 inch diameter body shock, and will definitely probably fix a lot of the niggles you had with either stock Haas 1.0 or stock Haas 2.0 suspension. If you have any questions about these, your Bronco, any other parts, anything, you know who to call. Give us a comment, give us a like, hop on the website. Once again, have fun on the trails.